All right, folks. I'm in. Mic check 1, 2. Let's get some talk and chat real quick. You guys hear me? Everything sound good? Because I know we had a couple issues last time. So I'm going to pull up chat. Okay, good. Yes. I like it. Okay. People are going to start rolling in. Vadim will be hopping in here shortly as well. Maybe Alex. We'll find out. All right, Vadim's up here. Good. Vadim, let's get a little mic check.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Viewers,
Okay.
listeners, community members, can you guys hear Vadim? Type yes if you guys can hear Vadim. Because I know we had this issue last time.
Okay,
Vadim,
great.
They can hear you.
Great.
They can hear you, buddy. It's a good sign. Is Alex joining today?
I hope so.
All right. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we'll just start little introduction, get everybody hyped, give people, a chance to all come in here within the first, 2-3 minutes. Everything first and foremost, I'm gonna shout out everybody in here today, man. We got Gilgamesh, Zand, One Leg Wamba, X Solo, Starkison, Raiden Witty, CKO Meg, Johnston, Ferrosis, Nito Brazil, Metal Mayhem, Nautix, Velrux, Cap Morgan, NFT, High Plains Drift, Viking, Enki, Shade Alice, of course, we love him. Kong, Geo, Muni 4, Cold Wolf, Stig, Sulta, Nice, Drogo, Hope, Winchester, Sci-Fi, Gazawi, and K-Tron. All right, folks. First and foremost, we want to tell you guys thank you, man. Thank you so much for all your patience. I think I can, Vadim can definitely speak on it a lot, but we've been working hard. And I think that's an understatement. This next big update that's going to be coming, we're going to dive into, a little bit of teasers, what you can expect, etc. But this next update, like this is the one, folks. Like this is the one. This is the one you all have been waiting for. This is the one that is, what I'll say. I feel like we'll have our game at an extremely strong foundation in pretty much all parameters of gameplay itself on expectations. Obviously, we are going to have the testing group and everything with that. But before we dive into all that stuff, I just wanted to get you guys excited a little bit, tell you guys how much we appreciate every single one of you. And Vadim, if you don't mind, I think it's a good little reveal, good little community reveal. Do you mind if I kick it off with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, folks. So, if you guys don't know Vad Crypto, that's Vadim, aka CEO, founder of Boss Fighters. I'm your boy Rain, aka Rain Raps, community manager, lead over here at Boss Fighters, Pixword Games. Hype to be here as always. So, good news. As you guys saw about maybe 2 weeks ago now, maybe a week and a half. I don't know. Time flies these days. But we opened up applications for some moderators, man, and we had an extremely large, overwhelming amount of applications we had to siphon through. Big shout out to Alice. She had to go through all of them by hand. We read through every single one of them rigorously, did a whole, deciding factor, and we decided on bringing forth not one, not two, not three, but four community members that are now moderators. Now, the thing is, we like to keep things fun, and I want you guys to know that their names and who they are not going to be revealed, okay? They're not going to be revealed, and there's a reason behind this, all right? So these 4 new moderators, what I can tell you about them, they're going to have their own account, all right? They're going to have a separate account, and there's 2 reasons why. So the first reason is, they've worked so hard and become such an intricate part of this community that we want to make sure that, nothing changes for them, that they can still, on their personal accounts, still just be themselves, right? Still intertwine and do whatever they want to do, right? Because they're part of what's made this community so big. Now, their Boss Fighters account, right, is going to be a mod account where then they're going to be able to moderate and stuff, etc., and they're going to be embodying all sorts of awesome stuff. Now, these 4 people, I'm not going to reveal their names, but I will say, like, if you're active, in the Discord, you're a detective, you'll probably figure it out over time. But I will give a slight hint, just a little alpha because everyone's in here. Right now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, Four. We have all four. All four of our new moderators are in here right now. So take a minute, look around, look around. But yeah, guys, four diehard, amazing community members have been accepted into our mod program. We're going to be onboarding them. We're going to go through everything with them. And a couple perks of the mods, man, I'll let you guys know. They signed an NDA too. So, don't go spamming them and blowing them up, asking for random stuff and alpha and, insider info. They legally cannot give it to you. All right. So mods, I'm going to help you guys out there because that's when you become a mod in this Discord, you'll see a lot of responsibility comes. There's a lot of responsibility and a whole hell of a lot of people are going to start reaching out. Some good, some bad, some whatever. Right. But it's fun. It's exciting. And so big shout out, man. Four new community moderators officially coming on board. We're going to be onboarding them probably starting tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow and then throughout next week. So, yeah, you're going to see some new names. You're going to see some new mod names in there. They're all amazing. They're all nice. They're all kind. So, don't be afraid of them. They're members of the community. They know everything about the game. They know everything about our culture, what we're doing, what we're building. They can answer all your questions, right? So, they're good mods. Think of it like we got four more, Eugenes running around, or four more Kiefers running around, or Luans running around, etc. Right? They're just like that. Phenomenal people in the community, not a bunch of random people we're bringing on board that don't know about boss fighters. They're diehards. They know everything. Okay, Vadim, how we feeling, man? How does it feel to know that, we've added 4 community members to the team now? That's got to feel pretty awesome, huh?
Well, I feel relieved because I know that we're gonna need a lot moderators as we ramping up our activities and the marketing goes up, and since we're getting closer to the full scale launch of the game, and I can only imagine how many players actually will be there, and with the upcoming activities, we're gonna see a lot more people coming to the Discord server and other social media. So I feel relieved that we have more people helping us.
Absolutely, man. And so yeah, just like Vadim said, guys, we're only going to continue to grow, right? The server's only going to continue to grow. The community's only going to continue to grow. So we're going to need more mods. That's just, it's just going to happen, right? So if you didn't get selected in this part of the process, 2 things to let you guys know. One, it was really hard to decide. It was so damn hard, to decide. And the reason behind our selection process just for these 4 initially is that we felt that all 4 of these people brought a very different aspect to boss fighters based on, how they operate within the community, right? So keep that in mind. If you didn't get selected as a mod this time, you have a very strong chance, especially if you applied this time and we liked you. You're almost a shoo-in for next time, if I'm just going to be blunt about it. But, keep your head up as we continue to grow. You still got opportunities. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. We're pumped up. Okay, so Vadim, man, let's talk about this airdrop. Twitter's been going crazy. Giveaways galore.
Hey.
Nuts stuff is going on. Let's talk about this airdrop, Vadim. Let's talk about this airdrop. How are you feeling so far, about the airdrop boss fighters, site extension that we added and kind of the whole activity we've seen in growth on Twitter? Or X.
Well, I'm super excited. I'm super excited about this whole thing because we put this together really quickly, and this is just the first iteration of this whole system. So it's pretty simple, but it works, and I'm happy that it works, and it does the job. But I want to assure you that there's going to be a lot more stuff like this coming, because I think back then, a few town halls ago, I mentioned that we actually need to grow and we need to distribute assets to kickstart the economy when we launch the economy. So this is our approach. So this is one of the approaches. Obviously, the second thing that we're gonna do in-game activities. Stay tuned for this. So there will be plenty of opportunities to get some stuff like this airdrop in the game. But since the servers are offline right now, so you don't have this option. So we have this airdrop, and this is just only the beginning. So because it's season 1 of this airdrop, there's going to be for all 4 seasons of this airdrop program, there will be 1 million tokens from the marketing allocation. So it's not like we this is like a calculated thing. We know that we need to give away this amount of tokens, uh, but you can expect a lot more stuff in season 2. So that means like more creative tasks to do, better like and more interesting rewards to get from this. And we're actually gonna do a few more things with open loot in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. Very exciting stuff coming already next week. And yeah, I can say that you're going to see a lot more of these things. And we want to balance this with in-game activities once we feel like the game is like ready and stable enough to accommodate a lot more players. So yeah, it's going to be like a two-way process. Like we're going to have this Twitter airdrop platform, Discord things. There are going to be other giveaways, other collaborations with OpenLoot and actually other partner games that are on OpenLoot. And there are going to be more events in the coming weeks and months in the game as well. So yeah, exciting stuff coming. This is just like the early birds of what's coming. Yeah, happy to share more, but I can't.
I love it, Vadim. Well done. Well done. And folks, I need you to pay very close attention to what I say. So as you guys know how we love to operate, we can't just tell you everything. That it takes the fun out of it, but at the same time, development team and stuff, we want to make sure that we deliver on all our promises and what we do. So what I will tell you this is, make sure you pay very close attention to what I'm about to say to this airdrop, okay? So, first and foremost, we have added a follow button to the platform, okay? So everybody knows the airdrop website, right? Airdrop.bossfighters, right? Go there. You should now see a follow button, okay? Just clicking on that follow button will reward you with not only BF coins, but reward you the most BF coins so far from any activity. 100 BF coins straight up just from hitting the follow. So if you have not done that, do that right now. And again, like Vadim said, guys, like X followers are super, super, super imperative. They're very, very important for us with a lot of scaling opportunities we're doing. So like we're rewarding you guys. We're giving you guys a bunch of coins on top of this that are going to, lead to some very nice things. Now, obviously, like Vadim said, there's 4 seasons in total, right? This is just season 1. There's going to be more tasks, more activities. And what I will say is May, the month of May, my birth month, this is not a coincidence, but it may be. It may be. Yes, the link right there. Click it. Alice, put it in there. If you don't know, click that right now. There just might be some different tasks and activities that are set to be rich with different activations. Set to be rich with different activations. So what I will say is this, folks, we have an airdrop. We're a video game. We're Web3. And I think what I can say is, remember the BF tokens, right? The BF coins, not the token, not the cryptocurrency. The BF coins can be redeemed in the future for the BF token, right? It'll be a quick little, transition, right? Obviously, it's not 1-to-1. You guys will find out what it is. But let's just say that along those lines of the BF coins, there could be an extremely important use for them for something coming soon that you will all 100,000% want to be part of and probably fight tooth and nail to make sure you're a part of it. Okay, so that's what I'll say. I hope you paid very close attention to what I said. Okay, I hope you paid very close attention to what I said. It is something that if you are in Web3 and you love the BF coins and you love supporting boss fighters, collect as many coins as you can by interacting with all of our X tweets. Tweets? Is it still fucking tweets if it's Twitter? I don't know. I'm going on a tangent.
Yeah, I think it's still tweets. Yeah, everyone is just calling it tweets. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was like, wait, X tweets, Zeets, Z. I don't know, whatever, bro. I'm with you, but yes, just get as many coins as you possibly can. This is Rain talking here. This is Rain. This is your boy. You guys trust me, right? I'm a man of the people and for the community. I cannot tell you guys enough. Get as many coins as you can. Get as many coins as you can, and you will be one hell of a happy camper. You will be one hell of a happy camper. That is what I can say. Okay? That is what I can say. All right. Now that we talked about that, let's dive into somehow, some way, some even more fun and exciting stuff. All right, Vadim. So clearly, we have this new build, right? There is a lot to unpack within this new build. Obviously, we know, we can't cover everything, of course. But, what can players expect and what can we also expect with this play test, right? Because we don't just want to release it because there's probably going to be bugs. Like we're expecting bugs so we can fix bugs, and we're thankful to the play testers that we're going to have involved. But, what are some expectations of what people can experience in this play test coming up?
Okay, that's a great question, and I think this is one of the most important things to address right now. So the new build is like completely new. Uh, I just want to set expectations. Expectations. What are you gonna see there? So first of all, and I already mentioned this like a few meetings before that we kind of moving on to completely different infrastructure in terms of how we manage the servers, how the game client works, how the server works, which implies which basically this is like because this is why it took us so long, long time to make this happen because we basically need to rework the game from scratch to make it happen. But it is a must if we want to launch the game with a game economy, with the bug-free system, with the exploit-free system. So we had to do this, and we spent enormous amount of effort to get to where we are right now, and we're still not there. So I want to set the expectations correctly. We still have time for release. Release is scheduled later this year. We still have time to fix the bugs, to polish things up. But this is like a completely different system. So first of all, we now have dedicated servers. We're gonna have this testing group, and maybe you can talk about this, Rain, a little bit. But I'm gonna just say what you can expect from the build. So we're gonna test one region, and this is like by design. We need to test this because the game is like sort of a ping sensitive. Everyone experienced the problems when somebody tried to connect from like East Asia region, and the other player was playing from US. So there were some issues. So now these issues should be resolved if you playing like somewhere like if you're still like in some vicinity. So we have one server, and we're going to be testing the load on this server. This is an important step, and we want your help. We want your support to help us to like basically see what kind of load we can put on the server, what kind of load balance we need to do. So there's still a work to do, but you will help us to establish all these parameters. So there's going to be one server, and we picked a lot of players from all around the world to specifically test all these edge case scenarios because it's really important to for the further development. This is one thing. So there's going to be new UI in the game. There's going to be new inventory system, more resembling what you will actually see in the final release. So you might start seeing things like that we mentioned in the wiki in this build. So like the inventory, the equipment system, like the gadgets. There are some buttons in the UI that are not active, but actually hinting on like the future stuff that will come, like the economy stuff in the game. The second thing, and this is the major thing, is we're gonna have a test flight of our PC boss mode. So that means you can play as a boss without VR headset at all. It's still super rough. So there's we know that there's still work needs to be done to make it really smooth and to feel really good. Nevertheless, we want you to test it, to give your feedback, and we spent quite a lot of time working on this thing, and we still need quite a lot of time to make it really work good because essentially, we kind of right now we have like 3 games in one. We have a VR boss controls. Based on these VR controls, we built this PC boss mode, and we also have a fighter. So all of this stuff is going to be in the build. Next thing is like what's really cool, and I know everyone was waiting for this. Actually, you now can play in VR just from the MetaQuest device. So you can we're gonna have an APK file. We're gonna relay you all the information that you need to install this file on your MetaQuest, and you will be able to play natively in VR. So that's like one of the biggest things that we were working on, and yeah, we talked about this for so many times. So finally, it's here. There's still a lot of things to be fixed there. Like some like you won't see like all the suite of like weapon choices, like say for the boss. At least in this early build, it's coming like in the next few weeks. All the updates, but the goal is to test how it generally works with this new server infrastructure, how the matchmaking works, because there's going to be a matchmaking system as well in place. And it's not an easy task to match a player from basically an Android VR device from all over the world, somewhere like from US, map it to the server, and then the server controls all the gameplay and relays information to the game clients. Essentially, in this new build, the VR player is just another client. This is the most important distinction. So if in a previous version, VR player was the host, in this build, the server is the host, and it doesn't matter. For server, it doesn't matter. Everyone can just be a client. So that's really important thing. Another thing that is coming, there's a long list. I'm like, just tell me if you're tired to listen about this.
No, keep going. I'm keeping the chat hype.
Okay. So
I'm explaining what you're saying in simple terms, and they're like, "Oh, okay,
all
that's
right.
awesome."
All right. So next thing that is coming to the game is totally new map. So this is another thing that I think most of you are really excited about. I'm super excited about this map because it's like wildly different from what you experienced before. So it's like totally different map with new mechanics, new layout, new pathing. So it feels and plays very different from the map that we have right now. I would put it this way. It's not like full feature complete in this upcoming test build, but those features will be added later on. And it is highly optimized for the MetaQuest native app. This is what was our priority, to make sure that native app works flawlessly, it works smoothly, so you're getting like steady 72 frames per second with no frame drops, no frame tearing, because it's really bad for VR experience. So you might notice that in terms of visuals, there's like somewhat downgrade, but at the same time, this is just like a first version for the VR, and then we can scale it up for the PC, because now we're gonna have PC boss and the fighters. So we just didn't have enough time to like upgrade this version of visuals, because we basically were optimizing everything for the weakest platform, which is like VR. But that gives us a lot of opportunities, and that also means that the game will be running like smoothly on a potato on any PC. So what else? What else is coming? I already mentioned matchmaking, new server infrastructure, new UI, and the gameplay will feel a little different because of these changes. So and we want your feedback, because you will see that it feels a little bit different in terms of movement of the boss, in terms of like how everything feels. I'm really excited to show this build to you. So you might expect bugs will occur. At least there will be a lot less crashes, because like this is another thing that we were focusing on. There might be some, but we didn't experience a whole lot of them when we transitioned to this new infrastructure. And again, that was one of the goals of development. So really excited to show this build to you guys, and it's really important to get your feedback so we can improve and work on this new version.
I love it, Vadim. Yeah, they're hype. They're going crazy. They're going. I don't think there's any other way to put it. I can't even keep up with the hype. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to keep them all locked in and correlated, but they're going
Oh yeah,
crazy.
and another thing I see that Cap Morgan is saying, like, test mode training arena. Yeah, that's gonna be a new tutorial thing. It's not gonna be like a testing arena. We hopefully we can do this closer to release, maybe a little bit earlier. But yeah, at least we're gonna have a tutorial thing. Yeah, and once we have this thing, so we already have approval from the app lab. So once we like polish things to a certain degree, we're going to push this to the app lab, so you will be able to download it directly from Meta. But right now, you have to use a thing like SideQuest, a side loading thing. But we got you covered. We're going to have a guide how to do this for this testing. Most important thing, like, it finally works, and I'm super happy that we're here.
Absolutely. And guys, a big thing too is, if you guys have any questions about, because I know we just threw a lot of information to you about this test. A big thing to know, right? So it's going to be a little over 100 participants are going to be a part of this. All the mods are going to be briefed on everything to expect and what's coming too. So like, if you have any questions at all, right, reach out to the mods. We'll make sure that they're up to date and they're able to get back to you guys and all the information that we've displayed. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, there's no other way to put it, man. I mean, this new build it's not exactly, it's not 100%, of what we're bringing to the game. It's nowhere near 100%, because we're always going to keep adapting and developing and building. But like, it is the foundation of kind of what we've always envisioned for the game, And so we're excited to finally, bring this experience to life. And like, one thing I could say is, like, if you love this game, like just playing it, like, forget all the Web3 stuff. If you just love the game itself so far, you might cry tears of joy playing this new stuff, all this new stuff. I'll tell you that. It is, I mean, it's incredible. It's literally incredible. It makes you want to play for hours and hours on end. It's still wacky. It's still funny. It's still kind of scary at times too, with crazy bosses. But my heart's full. Like, I'm getting a little emotional, man, because it's, Vadim, this has been such a long journey, right? Such a long journey into, like, have, our baby, right? Our baby's walking now. It was crawling, but now it's walking. It's a toddler. I'd say it's like, it's like a 5, 6, 7-year-old. It's learning its shit. It knows what it's doing. It's not fully grown up yet, but it knows what it's doing. It knows what it's doing, and it might fall, with bugs here and there and stuff. But, we're there to pick it back up. We're there to pick it back up and help it continue to grow.
Exactly. I like how you put it. So yeah, like, there's still a lot of work to do, but finally we on this track that like we already see where it's going, and this is like the foundation that will bring us there.
Oh, I gotta take a breath. I know I'm like everybody's making fun of me. They think I'm crying and shit. I'm happy. All right, I'm just really, really happy, guys. All right, I know all you guys are really happy too. The whole team's happy, man. The whole team is so pumped. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. So recap, we just shared so much information with you guys. So super important thing to remember. All right, just real brief recap. All right, we got 4 new mods that are all community members. Okay. 4 new mods that are all community members. They're going to have a separate account. They're going to have a separate account that's their mod account. Again, for 2 reasons. We want them to be able to be on their normal account whenever they want, right? When they're not on working hours, quote unquote, of course. They could just be themselves, right? They could still just do whatever they want in the community. They could still, shine and flourish and just be them hype, awesome community members that we've known and loved them to do. And then on their separate accounts, they're going to be, the same person, right? You're not going to know their names. You're not going to know who they are. We don't want you guys to start blowing up their DMs, because I know how you operate, okay? And I love you guys, community, but I get damn near probably 50 to 100 DMs a day, which is okay. Well, the team will never respond to DMs. I'm just gonna put that out. I know you guys don't listen to that shit, but I'll say it again. We don't respond to DMs. Obviously, that's for your safety. You want to make sure that everybody is safe. And the mods, man, they're amazing, and we're so happy to have them on board. And they're going to be fully versed. Again, they're community members. So, like, think of another Kiefer, think of another Eugene, another Luan, etc. Where, like, they know everything. They already know everything. They're in the community. They know everything about the game. Now they're able to now come behind the curtain, right? They get to see what's going on in the background. And they're all under NDAs, which is a non-disclosure agreement. So don't try to get them fired. Don't try to, get information from them. They won't risk it. I guarantee you that. They've worked so hard to get to this point. So big shout out to them. And then obviously, again, yeah, I know you guys don't listen. You guys are going to keep DMing me. I know. I've given up. I've given up on this shit like 3 months ago. I just accept it now. The airdrop, big stuff coming. And again, I'm going to say it very cryptically. Get as many BF coins as you can. Get as many BF coins as you can. Go to airdrop.bossfighters.game. Literally, if you click the follow button, you'll get 100 bonus BF coins, which if you know, getting BF coins we've made it pretty easy, but getting 100 at one time, I mean, that's a pretty damn big boost. That's a really big boost. So if you guys have not done that yet, make sure you go and do that right now. It helps us out a ton on the team too. The more followers we have on X, the more power we have with all these big business things that we're doing, right? So make sure you guys do that. It's a win-win all across the board. And then like Vadim said, with the new build, so much new stuff is coming, man. It's going to be limited to a select amount of users, a little over 100. Big stuff is going to be coming in this build, right? We have the PC boss mode. We have the matchmaking, the servers. We have, the standalone quest. It's not fully there, but we've got it to a point where it can happen. We're going to have a full guide on that. We got the brand new map, all sorts of other amazing stuff, coming to guys, that we're not going to share yet. But the last thing I'll say, again, I cannot say it enough. Get as many BF coins as you can. Get as many as you can. Because I know because it's going to be a surprise reveal. So you guys are getting like a little hint, a little alpha for being in here. I'll say it one more time, okay? Last time. Get as many coins as you can. It'll be super helpful, okay? Super helpful for you guys to achieve what you want to achieve, okay? Get the BF coins. I'm serious, because I know some of you might ignore this, and then when the time comes where something may or may not happen revolving around these BF coins, beyond the tokens, you got people are going to be crying. They're going to be blowing up my DMs even more. They're going to be blowing up all the mods and everything. So what I'm saying is, I'll say last time, get as many BF coins as you can. That's all I can say. Okay, so the town hall today, guys, it is short, sweet, to the point. We are going to end a lot earlier than usual. And more so, it's just because we got to keep working hard on this build. We got to keep working hard on all this stuff. But we have everything ready for the playtest stuff. Now, Vadim, there is a good question here, and I don't know if we want to fully, put it out yet. But do we have a let's just say a date range in place on when this testing will begin?
So I think we were discussing that the closed testing for the selected members of community will begin next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we probably gonna need a little bit more time to fix some the critical stuff that you're gonna find in this testing. Most of this stuff already known for us, but we need your feedback. And then sometime in May, we're gonna open up a little bit more for the public this build. Yeah, that is the plan.
Perfect. So you heard it here first, folks. The plan is sometime next week, the closed test. Remember, the testers. Anyone who's okay, and we finalized our testers, right? We finalized our group, or are we still accepting people? Because I know we got a shit ton of people requesting. Is it closed, Vadim? Are we closed off?
Yeah, maybe we can pick a few questions to answer from the community.
You're down? Oh no, I'm down. If you're down, I'm down to clown. I'm always down.
Okay. Let's pick 3 questions. Yeah, I'm happy to answer them.
Oh, 3 questions. Shit. Okay, no pressure. All right, folks, I'm gonna put the line in the chat. 3 questions. I'm only gonna choose the 3 best questions. All right. So under that line, I just put in chat 3 questions. So make sure your question is. I'm not gonna say important because all questions are important, of course, but I'm gonna choose questions that I think a lot of people will share the same sentiment around. Okay. The same sentiment around. What kind of question is this? If PC boss is coming, will PC fighter ever be a thing? You mean VR fighter? You got to mean VR fighter. Okay, he edited. Yeah. Okay, I'll just answer this a little on the side. It's not our main focus. you know, like we've always said, man, whatever the community wants, and the community has extreme support for it, we'll look into it. But it's not in our main focus right now. It's not in our main focus right now. Okay, this is a good question. This is a good question. Oh fuck, that's a good question too. Okay, little side note. Vadim, is there any way the fighters will ever be able to use the boss's gas pods against them?
Well, maybe. So we have this thing, right now in the inventory, there's going to be a third category for fighters. So we have gadgets, we have weapons, and fighters going to have tools. So there might be some tool that will allow you to use some of the environmental stuff against the boss. Yeah.
Maybe break some stuff. Maybe that's blocking your path from Sci-Fi High when she traps you in a room.
Maybe like that. Yeah.
You hear that, Sci-Fi? It's just a maybe, Sci-Fi. Don't get too scared. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've been trapped in a room with Sci-Fi. Look, she's throwing the trash. That's Sci-Fi's favorite shit. Is to throw dumpsters at people and beat them with the hot dog and all. God, I hate that. I love it, but I hate it. Nothing makes me more mad in that game than when I get beat with a glizzy. When I get beat to death with a hot dog, that shit sends me through the moon. Okay. Next question. Ooh, okay, this is a good question. I think a lot of people would have this too. Well, how do we plan on launching the economy? I think that's the best way to put this.
Okay, so it's gonna happen in several stages. So you're not gonna see any economy features just yet in this May update because it's more focused on the game stability, game service testing, so like all this kind of stuff. Before we can move on to the next phase when we're gonna start rolling out the economy features, we need to establish a constant playtime for the game. So basically anyone, anywhere can play the game. Once this happens, then we're going to start roll out some economy features. And there's going to be an economy testing phase as well. So that's why get those BF coins. That's why collect digital collectibles or purchase them on open loot or like just stay tuned for announcement. There's going to be more opportunities for you. So there's going to be a testing phase for the economy, and the economy testers will be rewarded before launch. And then when we test everything, we tweak the problems that we see, like tweak the balance. So obviously we need to do this before the launch. Then later this year, there's going to be like a full launch economy and like official open beta release, which means that the game is like sort of feature complete, but not final.
I love it, folks. I love it. You heard it here first. Okay, we got one more question. Let's do. Okay, this is a good one. This is a really good one. It's about the airdrop. Okay, so are Twitter posts retroactive? Meaning, if you missed a day to post or engage, do the previous ones count for points still?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually not sure about that. I have to double check with the developer who made this thing. I think it checks only the highlighted post every day, and we rotate these posts. So we might rotate like to another post or like the previous one, something like that. But I'm not sure. So maybe this is something Alice can follow up on and post in the chat later on. But naturally, like it seems to me like it's more important to like just engage with new posts that we put up there every day, basically.
Absolutely. All right. So I think that did well. Vadim.
Yeah, you did great.
I think we're good.
Great questions.
You did great too. All right, folks. So that's gonna wrap it up for us today. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Any other questions, of course, anything you guys have, ask in general. Myself, the mods, we'll get to it, of course. But a lot of big stuff coming. We're so grateful for each and every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And until next time, if you're a boss, keep on bossing on. You're a fighter, keep on fighting, baby. And to the top we go. Peace.